Hi everybody, it's beautiful outside. You guys been outside? You came here through the outside, I hope. It's the best way to get into a building, from the outside. I was walking down the street today, I was going for a walk. I was walking down the street, everybody's out, a baby waved at me. That was, listen, I don't want to be weird about this, but I did not know that baby. We're not friends by any stretch of the imagination. It turned out it was just a big misunderstanding. It thought that I was a giant baby. That's what happened. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad some people aren't here. One time I didn't show there was a baby in the audience. Even weirder, it was still in the lady. She was pregnant. She was... Listen, that was a lot of pressure on me as a comedian. Because, you know, sometimes parents will play Mozart or read Shakespeare to their unborn child to make it smarter. Like, what if the opposite true? I say a joke so dumb, this kid's like a C- student for the rest of his life now. What if the opposite of that opposite is true? I say a joke so funny that baby just punches through its mom's arm like, that's the funniest thing I ever heard. Yeah, you notice already been counting? I got 2 baby jokes. One's obviously a little bit better than the other one, but I gotta pretend like I love them the same. Because that's how you treat your kids. That's how it works. Like being a man. Man, this weather, I love it when it's nice in the summertime. I hate it when it gets, when it's storm clouds rolling. And thunderstorms scare me, man, even the willies. Like, I think it's about time we stop chasing tornadoes, about time we start catching some of these things. What do you say? Right? Tornadoes are murderers from the sky sent to destroy our storm cellar doors, our rooftops, and Bill Paxton's new marriage in the movie Twister. You need to catch them and do with all things in nature that scare us. You need to catch them and put them in the zoo, right? Show them what's up. Like, who wouldn't go see a tornado in the zoo? I would. I would go to the zoo. I'd pay an extra $15 for a big bag of shingles. That way I could feed the tornado. It's all spitefully like, honey, take a picture of me and the tornado. The tornado with the world's saddest eyes, just spinning slower and slower. I was writing my diary earlier today. That's right, audience. I have a diary. I don't care who knows it. People tell me all the time, David, diaries are for girls. Men, boys, they have journals, right? It's a common misconception. Because a diary and journal are not the same thing. For different purposes. A journal is for the facts. The who, what, the when, and the where. A diary is where you write how those facts made you feel. So, for instance, in my journal, I might write, Dear Journal, today my roommate stole my diary, read it aloud, and laughed at me. And in my diary, well, it's hard to write in my diary because the pen tears the pages when they're soaked in tears. Diaries are filled with emotion and intrigue. That's why they're way more fun to read. That's why little brothers are always trying to steal them. You gotta put locks or encryptions on those things. Like, I don't read the Wall Street Journal, but I would read the Wall Street Diary every single day. Find out who Fannie Mae's taking to prom, right? Probably Jeff, because he's so handsome. Got kind eyes, that Jeff. Anybody go? It was just prom season now. Anybody go to prom? Anybody get asked to prom at all? Raise your hands. All the cool kids, no, and you said you didn't go as planned, but I had a nice time, I guess. When I was in high school, I went to prom one time. My senior year, I went to prom one time. And that's about the default number of times. But it's kind of disappointing because, like, I wasn't cool in high school. That's the only I went one time. Cool kids, they didn't go to prom just one time. Sometimes they didn't even go twice. Sometimes I went 3-4 years of high school, right? Like, I very legitimately daydreamed. Like, my 10-year reunion's coming up. I daydreamed of one day coming back to my 10-year and people would be like, oh, here comes David Phillips. Never the best looking guy. Never the most successful. Never the smartest. But I'll be damned if he did not go to prom 11 times. 11! I had to sign a waiver with the sheriff's department, but I did it. And before anybody reads too much into the subtext of that joke, let me outline my 10-year fictional prom run here. First year, went with a high school sweetheart, equally fictional. The next 10 years, stag. Just me by the punch bowl, popping thumbs up, shooting fingers. That's all I'm doing. Anybody need liquor or DD? Right at the party? Where's the party? Take me to the party, please. I don't want to know what the party is. I was that guy, but I was the oldest one of my friends to turn 21, so I was the first guy to buy for my friends who were underage. And I'm older now. I don't want to be on my high horse here on a soapbox, but I don't know many things worse than buying alcohol for minors, guys. Well, one of them might be buying alcohol for minors, watching them drive away in a car, than taking the bus home. That doesn't make you feel cool at all. But I need the extra cash. I've always been very, very bad with money. I'm just so bad financially. A couple weeks ago, I lost my wallet. My credit score got better. That's not the way it works. I went to a fancy restaurant, tried to pay with my credit card. They brought it back to my table because it got declined, and they cut it up right in front of me. Which is embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing. Plus, you already know it doesn't work. What do you think I'm going to do? Like, turn around, put a little disguise on it, maybe a little top hat, a little monocle. Also, sorry about that last card, so maybe my more affluent credit card would put the bill.